Let's get started!
Clever, comrade. What's that?
This will be this week's MHA video.
What's it going to be about?
It's gonna be about how Handyman is just nothing but a background character in the final battle so far.
Interesting.
Okay, let's start the video. Okay, here we go. So for today's video, since there's no new manga chapter this week to rant about, I'm just gonna go talk about some other MHA related stuff instead. And by that I mean I'm gonna talk about Handyman, specifically as to why the plot seems to be consistently and deliberately ignoring him in this final battle. Okay, let's start. Now about Handyman. So he managed to get his real body back in chapter 377. It's quite a big and notable event, and the manga appropriately treated it as some big deal, capable of significantly shifting the tides of war into the favor of the bad guys. But then, shortly after just a few panels, and for some strange reason, Handyman is then immediately shoved into the background like some irrelevant prop. And since then he just stayed there at the back, just barely getting any screen time at all, even up to the current chapter, which is definitely weird because he's supposedly the main villain. And to further see the scale of how much Handyman's become irrelevant in the final battle, here's a quick comparison between him and the rest of the other big shot villains. Let's start with Sunbird. This guy managed to create flames so hot it changed the weather, setting up the entire rainy scenery fit for a final battle. He also managed to beat up some heroes and have NPCs react to him. Libra, on the other hand, she affected a wide area because of her Sad Man's Parade, even reaching the floating fortress. And just like Sunbird, she also managed to beat up some heroes and have NPCs react to her. And then there's Mr. Demon Lord, who despite being just nothing but a stupid punching bag, but at least he's the one who moved the entire final battle plot. And just like the earlier two, he also managed to beat up some heroes and have NPCs react to him. And finally we have Handyman. Handyman is literally none of these. He didn't affect the final battle plot in any meaningful way, and there are no NPCs who reacted to him. Hell, even now that he's sharing the general battle area with Mr. Demon Lord, the entire f***ing globe would rather just watch the silly glowing kid instead. And in terms of beating up heroes, Handyman also didn't do anything. His first shockwave blasted upwards, conveniently missing every single f***ing hero he's supposed to hit. And after he got down, the shockwave then focused downwards, once again conveniently missing every single f***ing hero he's supposed to hit again. And of course let's not forget his extreme levels of dumbassery for not using any one of his 100 bajillion available quirks. So yeah. As a whole, the story really seems to be treating Handyman as just some irrelevant prop. He's always the background character with no attention. Hell, the NPCs have more screen time than him at this point. Now of course this raises the obvious question of, why the hell is Handyman just being treated as just some irrelevant prop in the finale? Isn't he supposed to be the main enemy of the literal main character? What the hell is going on? Okay, now let me go try to answer this question. Here we go. The reason why the creator kept shoving Handyman into the background is probably because he has absolutely no idea what to do with him. I mean, come on. How would he even write his main villain at this point? First off, Handyman obviously can't be written to just fight and kill heroes despite his goals, because that would just challenge the main protagonist's morals on saving him, which is a massive no-no. Second, Handyman can't be written to just escape either, because it's literally the final battle and everything should be ending right here. And third, Handyman also can't be written to just lose yet, because he's the designated boss to be defeated last. So yeah, as you can see, Handyman can't just fight, flee, nor fail. All roads are blocked. There's just no direction he could narratively proceed in. This whole thing probably absolutely stumped the creator. And so he just instead shoved Handyman far into the background as soon as possible and just kept him there doing nothing. That way he wouldn't have to actually write him anymore. That's it. No Handyman, no problem.
Finally!
But anyways, stupid shit aside, take note that this is just my theory anyway. Whatever the real reason on why Handyman is shoved into the background, only the creator knows the answer. Okay. Now that I said what I need to say. The end. Okay, I'm done.
What the hell's going on?
The main villain is literally a background character. That's what's going on.
But what about me?
You became an all-purpose distraction so the creator can hide Handyman as long as possible.
What the f this I'm out.
Okay, I'm ending this video.